Government students, this is the recording, a how-to walkthrough of LT8 assessment. You are going to start at home screen. Go ahead and scroll on down to topic 4. Again, we are finishing up target 8, so of course you're going to scroll down and click on the learning target 8 evidence link. This is what you should see when it pops up and takes a second to load. Okay. This document is where you're going to be referencing. So I sent this document to you along with some useful links to websites and articles that can help you with basic information from the law making process to ways bills can be stopped, blocked, killed during that process. So please look at those, okay? Use those if you need them. Okay, go ahead and click the link. Should download or open up. All right. So you are in this assessment. You are simply going to make and defend a position as to whether the bicameral system of lawmaking, which is the two-chamber system, so Congress is divided into two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives. They work together to make and pass laws, okay? So does the bicameral system of lawmaking, is it effective method for determining and making laws for this nation? Is it effective? Essentially, okay? There are 3 parts to this. In part 1, you are going to clearly describe the primary steps in the lawmaking process, okay? Here's a sentence starter you can use if you'd like. The lawmaking process is long and complex. The primary steps in the lawmaking process are, you're going to want to break it down. Start with an idea, okay? That idea is usually then sent to someone of significance in a legislature, okay? That idea is then turned into an outline, a bill or an outline for a bill, okay? That idea is then introduced to one chamber of the Congress, whether it be the House of Representatives or the Senate, okay? The type of bill will dictate which chamber of Congress the bill is introduced to, okay? So this idea or bill is introduced to the chamber, right? The House of Representatives or the Senate. That idea bill is then sent into committee and it is researched and debated and refined and fixed and researched and revised and researched and debated and revised over and over until it is as close to flawless as it can be. Once it passes through the committee, it is then sent to the floor of whatever chamber, whether that be the House of Representatives or the Senate, where it is then brought up, it is introduced to the floor, and then it is extensively debated. Extensively debated. It is then brought up for a vote, and if it passes that chamber, it is then sent to the alternate chamber. So if it starts in the House, once it passes the House, it is then sent to the Senate. That process is then repeated. If it is then passed through the second faction, it is then sent to the president for the president to digest and sign or veto. That's like a super simplified version of the process. Okay, I again included a few website useful tools in the email that I sent that you can go to if you need that process explained more in depth to you. Okay, so that's step 1. Easy. Just walk us through the process of the lawmaking okay, in our country. Easy peasy. Step 2, part 2. You are going to identify 3 places in the process, the lawmaking process, where the bill can be stopped, killed, blocked. Okay? That's like a form of checks and balance, by the way. So, and it's that simple. And here are some sentence frames that can help you use them if you like. Don't use them if you don't need them. This is for people who kind of struggle to get a sentence going or word a sentence to get their point across. That's it. You don't need to ignore it. All right, moving along, part 3 is the conclusion essentially, where you're going to evaluate whether the checks within the lawmaking process are effective ways of creating bills. So is our bicameral system and the way that it operates and the different checks and balances that are in place, does it make for a effective lawmaking process? Okay, an effective lawmaking system. Okay, here's a sentence starter that you can use if you'd like. Our bicameral system of lawmaking is or is not an effective process for lawmaking because, and then you go on to explain it in your own words. Okay, here is a rubric. Please use the rubric to revise and double check your assessment before you submit it. And that's it. I hope this helped. Let me know if you need any help. Reach out via Teams. Good luck. Adios.